Next on your test, you're going to be asked to identify the vertex. I believe on your test it actually says what is the vertex, but really where is the vertex makes more sense to me. Don't ask, it just does. Where is the vertex, meaning where on the graph is it? Where is it located? So I'm just looking for the point of the vertex. I know the point of the vertex is the very top of a parabola, or if this was a parabola in the other direction, it would be the bottom. Okay, in this case, it's at the top. It's at the point where the parabola begins to turn back around. That's the vertex. This vertex is at -2 and up 1. So I'm going to write that in over here. This vertex is at -2, 1. There will be multiple choice. There'll be a bunch of different options for you to choose from. You would look for the option that states the correct coordinates or ordered pair for where that vertex is. There is also a couple questions on there that look like this. This shows a blank value at blank. It just means that does this have a maximum or a minimum value, and where is that value at? In this case, this parabola, because it's opened downwards, it goes up and up and up and up until the highest point. Because it has a highest point, this is called a maximum value because it can't go any higher than there. This is like a roadblock or a wall. It's a maximum. So this maximum value is how high on the y-axis? Well, it's a maximum value of 1. It can't go above 1. That's it. So on your test, you're going to choose the answer that says a maximum value at 1. And it'll be pretty clear on the test. You'll see those two words together, whether it's a minimum or a maximum. You're also going to be asked to identify the zeros of the parabola. So I'm going to remind you what a zero is. A zero means where the parabola crosses the x-axis at. This particular parabola crosses the x-axis at 2 points. It crosses here, and it also crosses right here. So I would just name these points on the x-axis that the parabola is crossing it. These are called the zeros. They're called zeros because this point right here is at -1, 2, 3, 4. It's at -4, 0. It's called the zeros because it means that the y value is a 0. It's just where it crosses the x-axis. This 0 happens to be 0, 0. Honestly, I don't care about the y values when it's asking me for the 0. I just wanted you to understand that that's why they're called the zeros. I really just need to say there's a 0 at -4, and there's also a 0 at 0. And when I write it out, I would say zeros at -4 and 0. You'll have options. Again, it'll be multiple choice for you to choose from, and you'll be able to choose the correct answer from the list. There are other scenarios. You could see a graph that looks like this. If I saw a parabola like this and I was asked to identify the zeros, I actually look at this and I see, well, where does it touch the x-axis? It just touches in one spot. So this one touched in 2 places. This one only touches in 1. So if I was going to name this 0, I would just say there's a 0 at 1, 2, 3, 4, at +4. This one, when I would choose my answer, it would just be at 4. There's also one other scenario that could be, and it could be that maybe your parabola looks like this. And if I was looking for the 0, does this parabola ever cross the x-axis? And the answer would be no, because it has a minimum right here, meaning that at this vertex right here, this minimum, it can't go any lower than that. It stops right there, which means it's never going to touch the x-axis. In that case, I would say it has no zeros. Okay, that's it for that.